Hello traders, in the last 2 days we have seen that Nifty futures managed to bounce by close to 1.5%, and even today we saw a very nice rally in intraday till 23,212, but by the end of today's trading session it was not much of a gain, but we still managed to close around 22,990. So the question remains in everyone's mind that is this pullback going to continue? Are we going to see some positive gains in the index when we are nearing the budget? Or are we trying to once again go on the downside? Let's start the video. On the right hand side, I have the daily time frame chart, and on the left hand side, I have the weekly time frame chart, as the majority of the activity is only in these two time frames. So first, let's start with Nifty futures. On the daily time frame chart, we can see very clearly that the price is below the two dual moving averages, and the RSI is obviously in a downtrend because it's below 50. But one thing, if we notice very carefully, especially in this region, that the price is slowly and steadily moving down. RSI hasn't been significantly going down on the downside, which means that there is no positive divergence, but either there is no significant momentum which is visible. And one of the major reasons for that is this single candlestick cluster, this consolidation. And one another thing is that the bears are fearing that prices are approaching near important support levels. This is the exact same support band which I had highlighted in the previous weekly sectoral analysis video. You can see over here these two candle highs. I would just like to highlight for all of you these two candle highs, and below that this is the 22,923, you can say, support. And then as soon as we go below that, then we have the next support which is close to 22,621 or 623. So this 200 band is a very strong support for Nifty futures, and the same band I have tried to highlight even in the daily time frame chart, and exactly from there we have seen this bounce back. You can see this particular consolidation. So this consolidation, if we add up, you can see some sort of bounce back, 1.5% bounce back in the Nifty futures. Now today's candle, it looks like a bit of high wave candle. Now high wave candles, generally when they are made at important support junctures, the message is very clear that the market is in a downtrend, although market is also at a support and we are a little bit overstretched. Now, as per a textbook technical analysis, this is not a classical high wave candle, but it looks like one. And we should not forget that we have a budget coming up, so we may not know what government is holding up in the upcoming event. So in case if we bounce back once again, then the next resistance we should also know. The next resistance band is between 23,265 to 23,396. And why this is a resistance, the major reason for that is because of this candlestick cluster, and this cluster is very close to this previous low. So this previous low coexisting with this cluster will give a very good resistance in the short term to Nifty futures. In case if we close above this zone, maybe even this can give a resistance, you can say 23,500 for a round figure level, then we can probably see a little bit higher levels on the upside. Okay. And if you want to inculcate a trend line, you can take this particular point and just for a check, although these levels are much higher, just for the check, we can just keep a trend line. So first, what we need to do is surpass 23,265 to 23,396 on closing basis. So then we can see some gains in the Nifty futures. All right. Talking about Banknifty, now Banknifty, if you have a look at the weekly time frame charts and even in the daily time frame charts, I couldn't see significant supports in this particular index. Even if I try to, just plot a Fibonacci extension, I couldn't see much important supports. But at times I have always said that market has its own mind, and this is not a classical positive divergence that Bank Nifty futures made a lower low, RSI made a higher low. This is not a classical positive divergence, but it is certainly visually visible that prices did make a lower low and RSI was refusing to go lower below this particular low. Now, even the candle made today in this particular index is looking like a high wave candle, although it is not a high wave candle. All right. And in case if the pullback continues tomorrow or day after tomorrow, then the immediate resistance which will be hit will be 49,875 to 49,486 or 87. Now, just to remind you that this is just a resistance band. In case if we want to go higher and hit the higher levels, then first we need to close above this. Only then we will be able to see some sort of recovery on the upside. Now, as a trader, I would want to stay clear of any new trading positions, not getting excited in the recent pullback, or even if market decides not to go higher and go on the downside, I'm not interested to even initiate new short positions. The reason for that is only one, that the budget event is coming up, and as a trader, I want to remain light as we don't know what is coming up in this particular event, and even Nifty futures is trading near to a very close support band. All right. So I hope this video helped you to understand how markets are shaping up for the next few days. Do let me know with your comments below, and do share this video with other traders as well. Trade less, trade wisely. Thank you.